Imagine shedding the weight of an entire person in just 1 year. Think about that for a moment. It's not just about the numbers on a scale. It's about reclaiming your health, your energy, and your life. It's about transforming not just your body, but your entire outlook. That's my story. A story of perseverance, dedication, and ultimately triumph. It wasn't always easy, but it was absolutely worth it. Let's be real. When I saw 360 pounds glaring back at me from the scale, it was a harsh wake-up call. It was a moment of truth, a point where I knew I couldn't keep going down the same path. I knew something had to change. It wasn't just about the weight. It was about my overall well-being, my future, and my happiness. I had to make a decision, a commitment to myself, to take control and rewrite my story. So, I started simple walking. It was the most accessible and least intimidating option for me at the time. No fancy equipment, no expensive gym memberships, just me and the open road. Every day. Rain or shine, I made it a point to get out and walk. It became my daily ritual, my time to clear my head and focus on my goals. Sometimes just around the block when I was short on time or feeling particularly unmotivated. But even those short walks made a difference. Sometimes a little more, exploring new routes, pushing myself to go further and faster. I started to notice small changes, both physically and mentally. Then I added swimming, a welcome change of pace and a great way to work different muscle groups. Because honestly, it felt amazing to move my body in a way that didn't put so much stress on my joints. It was liberating and fun, without all that weight on my joints. It was a game changer for me, allowing me to exercise for longer periods without pain or discomfort. But I wanted more, so I started running. It was intimidating at first, but I was determined to push myself beyond my comfort zone. Not far and definitely not fast at first, I started with a slow jog, alternating between running and walking. But I kept at it. Slowly but surely, I increased my distance and speed. It was a challenging but rewarding process. And then, I rediscovered my love for basketball. It was something I enjoyed as a kid, and I realized it could be a fun and engaging way to get some exercise. Shooting hoops, breaking a sweat, feeling the familiar burn in my muscles. It was a great way to relieve stress and have some fun at the same time, and sometimes just laughing at how rusty I was. But that was part of the fun, embracing the challenge and not taking myself too seriously. Next up, the gym. This was a big step for me, as I'd always felt intimidated by gyms in the past. 4 to 5 days a week. I made it a priority, scheduling my workouts like important appointments. I mixed it up to keep things interesting and challenge my body in different ways. Weights for my arms and legs, building strength and muscle mass. Squats for a full-body workout that targeted my legs and core. Chest presses to strengthen my upper body and improve my posture, and a whole lot of time on the rowing machine. It became my go-to cardio exercise, providing a full-body workout that was both challenging and effective. I learned to love the routine, the structure, the discipline, and the feeling of accomplishment after each workout. Push, pull, sweat, repeat. It became my mantra, a reminder of the hard work and dedication it took to achieve my goals. And the sauna? Oh, the sauna. That was my reward, my little slice of heaven after a grueling workout. It helped my muscles recover, reducing soreness and inflammation, and gave me a quiet space to reflect on my progress, set new goals, and simply relax and unwind. Was it easy? No way. There were days when I wanted to quit, when I felt overwhelmed and discouraged. But every workout, every step, every drop of sweat was worth it. Because I knew that with each effort I was getting closer to my goal. I've lost 100 pounds in a year. 100 pounds. It's still hard for me to believe. I gained energy, confidence, and a newfound sense of self-worth, and a whole new outlook on life. I'm healthier, happier, and more confident than I've ever been. If I can do it, you can start too. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. What matters is that you start. One walk, that's all it takes to begin. One swim, a refreshing way to get moving. One game, find an activity you enjoy, one workout at a time. Small steps lead to big changes. Your story doesn't have to stay the same. You have the power to change it. Rewrite it one move at a time. Start today and create the story you've always dreamed of.